Hi, this is David Dewar. Welcome to week 9 of my 21-week game project challenge. And in this week, I was inspired by looking at my lawn. I had this idea that maybe my lawn could be used as a green screen, and could I record a video and then take out the background and then put that into a video game, kind of in a reverse augmented reality type of approach. So I had some successes and interesting challenges this week. Let's take a look at the demo. You can see the main character here is a video stream. It's actually a recording of my daughter taken in my backyard. And if you're interested, stay tuned after the video and I'll show you how I made this. So she's on a little platform here and can fly around. And there's some coins there, so we can actually try to punch them. Boom. Let's take a look at another one here. So you can see a little bit of a challenge there over getting the sound and all the video to sync up. And I would definitely spend more time on this if I had more time, but the week's up and I put in all the tweaking that I've been able to. And I think that in future, there's definitely possibilities of getting these to all sync up, but for now, I'm out of time. Boom. And let's punch the last one here.
Yes, you win.
That's this week's demo. All right, now let's take a look at how I did the green screen effect. Here we're in Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a video editing tool. And I just, with my phone, took a video of my daughter out in my backyard. You can kind of see her there in the top right. We can play a little bit of the scene there. And to get rid of the grass, there's different effects that Adobe Premiere Pro has. And so one of them is under Video Effects, Keying. And then there's this Ultra key. Need to select this here first, I think, and then add that. And what's interesting is it gives you this little eyedropper here, so I can go to the eyedropper. Now, unfortunately, the grass is not fully all one green color, and there's different shades that my eye can't pick up, but the camera can. So let's just see how successful this is here. So if I pick that, you can kind of see that it's taken a lot of the stuff out. But not quite good enough for what we need. And it gives other options as well. So I can go and I can decide, to make it much more aggressive, which takes a lot of it out. Further, there's other options that I have here in terms of like affecting the contrast, and you can see that just by making subtle changes here, I can, affect the video and basically take out large portions of the background. So the Ultra Key effect was kind of successful. It took out a large chunk of it, but I knew that I needed to be able to take out more. So Adobe Premiere Pro has some extra tools for that. You can kind of see the result here on the top right. And how I did that is there's a thing called a matte, 16-point garbage matte. And basically what you do is you align points around what you want to take out the background, because the camera was picking up different shades that I wasn't able to key out. There was dirt that wasn't really visible to my eye that the camera could see as well. But using this matte, I could actually adjust them over time and have it move around as my daughter moved. So there is a trick to getting the videos to play in Unreal Engine. There's a media player that they've added in one of the more recent versions of Unreal, in which you can play videos. So I've loaded my videos here. And then what you need to do, because there's a bunch of steps, I don't fully understand them all, but you need to bring that video into a media player. So for example, here's an example of the Punch media player that I created. And then into that media player, you need to add it to a texture. So there's the texture. And then you actually need to apply that to another texture. So I guess one of them is the media texture, and then you need to import that into the other. So here's just these animated things down here, in black, are the different textures. So I'll open up the Punch one, and it's kind of weird how you do it, but basically here's our texture sample here in the middle of the screen, and that's actually the video. And then I had to do some interesting funky rotations to move the movie around and get it to the right size where I want it to be. So I used this custom rotator for that. And then I just pushed it into a texture. And so textures in Unreal are what they call physical based renders, which means that there's different qualities that you can set. Mesh, the video, becomes the base color for the material. I was having some problems with the shininess of the video because light was reflecting off of it. So there's a thing called specular, the specular property, which describes how much shininess something has, how light bounces off of it. So I had to make some adjustments there. So then the next part of the experiment was to actually bring this into Unreal, into the video game scene, and apply it to an object, which I did, and was pleased with the result. And here we're looking at the characters. You can see the video behind a 3D model that I created for the platform. You can see that there. So that was my week 9 project. I hope you enjoyed it and found the making of interesting. See you next week.